This is human trafficking because they're all stealing my right to do a business and smuggled me. Look, I was persecuted and I was downloading this because they were treating me like I was a clown and a love fool, and I was campaigning. I was sending emails. I was like, I quit being your clown, but now I'm denied the right to live in my own country. And I'm denied any care because they've done a democracy of care, but denying me the right to services for 4 years. So this is a case of Kiki always getting what I want, or Poppy, and Brendan saying no, she's the only one that gets loved. And I feel like Brendan should go to jail and get done for war crimes because I've been abused for so long. Look at my eyes, and I was all saying I'm sad because I'm getting bullied. This is years ago. What date is this? 2023, and the people helping me said John was obstructing my witnesses, him and Winston Peters. This shows I've got insight and can write essays, so why am I treated like I'm really dumb and stupid and not given respect? They've also denied me the right to have love. Social class. Why would those all be my friends and you put me on the floor, though? You even made Leanne, who's never been any social class, up in a high class. This is very abusive, eh? This shows I've got like skills to do with writing. So why should I be put in the bin? After I've got violence, I think it's unethical and a crime against humanity to stop me having any support or social support so she can make sure she's the queen. They tortured me over it. It's Brendan. He never gets any punishment for the abuse I go through. They made him a king, and he's the one that started all this violence years ago. I've gone through so much violence because of their business. Ill-treated Afro-American couple experience alienated from one another, only to later become reunited because they need each other. This makes sense because they're both suffering, and healing would only come through a relationship to regain the trust again. The cop with the brother that died blamed his mother. So John blamed me for so long anyway. And I was innocent. He was the one that put me through this, and I want to go under. I want to go under a lie detector because it's like they've been blaming me for everything, and I was innocent. This is my essay writing that they stole off me. Now I've got This is Jenny. See, Jenny, you got a B and 11, and this is my referencing. Yeah, I saw he wanted to be with you, and I said they're making out I was a cleaner, so they can be more. And see, they can be more. So I'm more than them, and they're abusing me. This is how long this has been going on for. 2023. This is torture. That's 2 years that they've been going around saying she's more than me and having these hot shots. And I said, he's made me worthless to all the people. And I've had to show a long time of passing my studies of these crimes, making out I was a cleaner. Because I've been showing everyone I've done all this study, but he keeps making me lower class than everybody. And this gender violence. This is when I was 2 years ago, and he's still blocking my needs. Here I am, right down here, and nobody cares in this country because I'm in 7 blackmail rings to make sure that only Kiki and Poppy have this ring of associations, and I'm denied the right to any justice, and I want my rights back. I've been fighting for this woman who is an established counsellor with an amazing brain and amazing capacity to help people. Look how young I look. There's no way I'd be old in 7 years and have AIDS. She doesn't even want sex with people. And same with my mum. They've been ruining her face too. She wouldn't look like how they've made her. We were gorgeous. They've ruined our lives, honestly. It's very abusive what the landlord did just to keep that Kiki in the country. So This is my Sweden. Why would I go there if I was obsessed over John? Purpose: to prevent the state from inflicting mental pain and suffering. Dehumanizing treatment. They're treating me like a fat pig with a big stomach, and I can't get the help I need. It's abuse. It's 2 years of having no help. See, Ella is number one. She's going to meet my sister, and they're treating me like a transsexual. And I was just showing how they make these girls look way better than they are. But they're keeping me for 66 years. That's me in Sweden. I just had these bags, but I just needed a makeover, and instead of letting me go, they gave me HIV so that no one would love me ever again. Why would a psychopath, asshole, abuser be taking photos of art and love? Why? Why would I do that? And why would I have tarot readings, and spiritual readings? And everything about me was excited and happy before. And look at this. This is how I looked at the start. And they're doing everything they can to stop me having love. So he wants to keep me ugly. That's me 2 years ago when I still had freedom, and now I don't. They're keeping me as a very hard, cold person. These are John's mates making me lower. It was a massive, massive organization, and all the Indians had the hats saying she's more and killed me in a massive poll that she's more. This is about the media that's been really biased. I'm getting kicked out of this country, so I'm a slave, and I want to know why I'm a slave. I'm not allowed the same things as you guys are. And they've kept her safe for so long. I've had female genital mutilation, domestic violence, no reproductive rights, and an abortion. They took my kids out. And this was the scale. Instead of letting me have balance, they gave her all this and put me down here because of some favoritism. And they've made me someone different. She was doing journalism. She wore blazers every day. She dressed up. She had self-esteem. And then because Kiki showed sex tapes and John, the government covers them up for them. That's the government that killed me. And they're covering it all up. All the people at the library said I'm frowned upon for being near John. So it was malicious that they did it to make me look like I was least quality and an easy bike. And it's really horrible. How long have I needed help? 3 years, and the whole country is just abusing me like I don't. And this was to show me that Hugh, my mum's friend, and John are working with Mary to outcast me. Inappropriate confinement and restraint. Then I got told I was kidnapped. This is in Christchurch. This woman, the penguin, is the one that built the power structure with Reuben, and I got kicked out. And they've basically put me under all this ice that I'm an asshole. So this is a very metaphoric image of what happened in Christchurch. And then they built a story that I was a massive asshole to all these people. And they won't let me have any social interaction. The great stink. That's how they silenced me. But they don't get done for all the trespass they did. And this Brendan having all this prejudice, and Mary, they don't want me to be liked. I'm poisoned all the time. They think that I'm worthless. Anyway, I'll show you something. You see, that's the government that took over Christchurch and put me to death. And they were doing a research paper on my happiness. It's a military experiment. It's illegal. Making her the main. They swapped the concubine to be the main person and me to be Camilla to make her look more appealing and happy. This is about a human rights paper in Singapore, and it's about getting asylum. And I was talking about all my achievements and my developments. Trauma. The sexual assault on victims, but John, the cheese man, and Kiki have stopped me getting asylum overseas. And this is me, right? Like, abolish violence, Melbourne, 2024. Request information about Jenny having mental illness. Photographs of her, like when I was fat, degrading in a toilet. Extreme classism divide. Witnesses silencing with money, the Chinese. Doctors' views. Comparing her in photos as ugly. Abuse. This is 2 or 3 years, that's violence. Please respond with urgency. I need the proof of all of these things because it's a civil war and it was causing negativity and hatred. But the money, they don't care. They just want to get rid of me with all the money. That's to do with human trafficking, and they didn't help me. Nobody helped me. Negative effects of humanitarian aid in a civil war. It is a civil war if I haven't had aid for almost 3 years. I'm not talking trash, I'm talking truth here. This is why I think that John's father has been ruining my life. Look. Camper, dog camper, and they're running a sex trafficking group down in Christchurch. What about my trauma? I need access to trauma support. That's my ACC, but I can't get into it. What's this? What I don't get, though, is why he took my... Why did he... This is what my landlord did to me. So that's Israel putting England and America in the rubbish bin. He doesn't care. He wants to murder me. He gave me HIV, my landlord. They basically tortured me with female genital mutilation to make those 3 women look like they are esteemed women of social value, and just basically ruined my life. And I think it's rude, like it's very abusive, and the country should be done for genocide. Here's me, I am a war prisoner, apartheid, 2 civil rights abuses, outcasting on social media, creating honour violence, offering family to degrade me as trash and throw rocks at my face, that I am ugly, blocked aid. This is 2 years ago. Punishment for resisting the regime in my country of a beauty, order and price, total gender violence and shame, blocked equal opportunity, blocked asylum for lack of safety, psychologically abusive, medical negligence, friends silencing me as a liar. It is not a crime to speak up about injustices, and it is not weak to ask for help. The silver lining, as I understand, a lot of the issues people face isn't in their control. Growing up with a violent father, programmed poverty mindsets. Please help me fundraise to fight this oppression and help me volunteer on Mercy ships to give medical services to those less unfortunate. Awareness so you can understand that it is important to help each other, especially in violence, and punishment for speaking about how unfair this is. See, I'm very proactive at this stage, asking for help with human trafficking. Because if you're human trafficked, you're not part of society. You're actually kicked out of everything, and they're just negatively making me like shamed in the public. Modern slavery, this company I went to, because even if he's going around making me degraded to everybody as a joke, my body, it's still human trafficking because I was chained up to Kiki. I was chained up to Poppy. I had no right to my own love life. They're just forcing me to be chained to people I didn't want to be chained to. Do you understand? Violent crime and drug control. This is what I'm trying to get into because this is a lot of drug trafficking down there, and I've just been silenced because he's got hold of all of my phones and modern slavery. This must show to you that I'm not trash. If I'm downloading all these to read, I must have some sort of class. So it's crazy that I'm being degraded like I'm nothing. Respect for human dignity. Like my vagina's been brutalized so that she can be honoured. That's basically John and the Winston had a high table and outcasted me. And it's my family and friends. And this is what I really can't get over is that I'm so skinny here and I got disemboweled and they're putting me in the rubbish. And so I went from that, and because I started standing up to her, and when I was about here, the 7 guys came and put me in the rubbish, and she got on a boat and got to be famous, and I got outcast. Basically, they took me out of Australia and said that I was a bitch to her and I'd caused her all this damage. And here you go. Kiwi Iranian, strong action against the regime. And it's all about kissing. Because she gave me HIV so I'd never have love again. And you guys are all helping her. These angels, that's what this miracle was for me. This angel, I got murdered and they're kicking me out of my country. They're stopping my wealth. See this? Australia is interfering in my... That's Tessa. Australia is interfering in... See, they kidnapped me. I haven't had my rights to my own life. So it's Australia, it's Europe and America. They're all kidnapping me. So I've had a major investment put into these girls to block me having rights. And this is on all of my phone icon. See? Coffin. Because he's killing me. See? Wait. See how it says 3 coffin? Because there's 3 women. And he put me in the coffin. It's a major hacker from the government. And he's doing it on purpose. See? Coffin. I'll show you again. I've got to get the pause button right. John just keeps destroying my life. Right. See? 3 coffin. That's what it means. Girl 7. Quinn. Brendan. And Simon must be a big part of their company of those 3 women in the music industry. So they just put me to death. And every phone has icon which shows she is stealing all of my work. They are the icons, right? The 3 girls. But yeah, I'm seen as the dumb one. And you watch, I think when I clean this, it says golden. Anyway, that's him. And as soon as I ate this, because someone told me it was Graham that killed me, and as soon as I ate that, look at my stomach. And then somebody came in my room and pulled me, and stuff came out of my butt. In my stuff icon, she's hacking my stuff. Coffin. So this is Pierre B. He's created a racial segregation and he's stealing my mail. See, she's so... I'm telling you, this icon is actually harassing me. And then you're all like protecting her, like leave her alone. Is it Penguin that's doing it? I want to show you something else that they've done to me. I can't believe all these people are putting me to death. So it's Australia, The EU and America, putting me to death. No, I can't do it at the moment. You watch this. Golden. See? I'm telling you, they've kidnapped me. They won't let me have my own life, and I'm under this. I want witness support. Who can I ask? This is abuse of these entertainment companies taking my rights away, which is John and Kiki, and that's the guys and the killer bees doing all of this, so making me the toilet potty queen, the streets. So I want my rights to have support because this is torture. You know, and I started this business and they just put me in the rubbish and they're doing my job now. Kiki and Poppy and Leanne, like, you know, the land of the bogs. It's too long that they've left me without support.